Very good afternoon, hello and welcome. You're watching Times Now Live. My name is Pranesh Kumar Roy. Before we get you all the stories, we are tracking a quick check of the headlines. More cases of corona confirmed in India. 93 patients under treatment. Government notifies it as disaster. States order lockdown. Prime Minister unites SAARC leaders in face of the pandemic, but Imran Khan won't attend, instead sends an emissary. Show of strength in Madhya Pradesh tomorrow. Congress leaders in a huddle. MLAs put under lockdown in a 5-star hotel. Karni Sena strikes again, stalls the shoot of Akshay Kumar film based on Prithviraj Chauhan, decides to play censor yet again. State reels under massive debt, but Aghadi government approves perks for its legislators. Massive controversy erupts. And let's start with some breaking inputs coming in this minute. A foreign tourist who arrived from UK is confirmed with coronavirus positive. As per sources, the UK tourist was staying at a resort in Munnar for the last 7 days under observation. Following this, all 289 passengers of Dubai-bound flight from Kochi were offloaded. Vivek Karindalam is now joining me with the details. Yes, Vivek.
Yes, Pranesh, as you said, all the 289 passengers has been deboarded as of now. This particular UK citizen who's been staying in a resort in Munnar for the last from 7th of March onwards, he escaped from this particular resort yesterday around 9 o'clock in the night, and today he managed to board a flight that is towards moving towards Dubai. The authorities somehow managed to find him, and he is being tested positive, corona positive, and what we understand is that he's been moved to a hospital here itself. Now, this is a very shocking case because this also shows the lapse of the authorities, especially the police authorities and the health authorities. Especially a person who is under quarantine and who's tested positive managed to escape from a hotel, in Munnar last night, and we don't know who are the people who was in contact with this particular person. What we understand is that the Sial airport, the Cochin International Airport, might be closed in the next few hours. A decision on this regard has not come till now, but there are all likely chances that it could be shut down. All those people who are who was there along with him, are also being moved to the isolation ward in Ernakulam.
All right, thanks for your inputs. We are moving on. News coming in from Maharashtra now. In Aurangabad, one more person has been tested positive. 59-year-old woman tested positive, and her travel history revealed that she had visited Russia and Kazakhstan. So total number in Maharashtra now of corona positive patients is 32. Herman is joining me with the details. Yes, Herman.
Well, Pranesh, yes, the latest victim is a 59-year-old woman with a travel history to Russia. She hails from Aurangabad. So right now the count in Maharashtra, the total number of victims is 32, which is the highest in the country. And also at the same time, today we are given to understand is that the Health Minister of Maharashtra will be visiting the Kasturba Hospital, where an isolation facility has been created there. That is where some of the patients who have tested positive are currently under quarantine. He will be visiting there at 2 p.m. is what we are told. Furthermore, in the state of Maharashtra, after the Chief Minister's orders, you have several theatres as well as the others such as gyms, etc. that have been closed completely. Just to give you a rough idea, on my right hand side is in fact one of those malls here. I'll ask my camera person Heyman to pan the camera and show you. You will notice that in fact the malls have continued to be shut in this very place. For example, on the 3rd floor you also have a gym that used to operate earlier. That too has also been shut. So this is the kind of scenario here. After the Chief Minister's orders, you have these sort of places where of public public gatherings that have been shut completely, whether it's the theatres or whether it is the malls. But 2 p.m. is what we're given to understand is that the health minister will be checking the Kasturba hospital facility, and post that would be updating the media. Back to you.
Right. Runil is also joining us with more details. Someone stay with us. Despite a ban on public gatherings, Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray and other leaders of the Shiv Sena, along with Shiv Sena, will have a huge religious procession in Shirdi. Arunil, what's the latest on this? Is this still on? Is the CM going to be there?
The CM is not going to be there, Pranay, but you can see the visuals, like thousands of people gathered over there, and leading the charge is Sadashiv Lokhande, the Shiv Sena MP from Shirdi. So despite a ban being imposed by CM Uddhav Thackeray, his very own party saying that there should not be any mass gatherings in the state, and several events in the state of Maharashtra. Schools have been shut down, theatres have been shut down, malls have been shut down, several places where people used to come together, all those places where there used to be mass gatherings, everything has been shut down. However, you can see a Shiv Sena MP over here, Sadashiv Lokhande, leading the charge, wherein a mass procession has been held, thousands of people coming in contact with each other, and Maharashtra already has the most number of confirmed cases of the coronavirus, that is 32, a dire situation in the state, and an emergency-like situation being imposed in the state of Maharashtra. However, you can see a religious procession being held. Yes, it is a pilgrimage site, Shirdi Sai Baba. However, precautions need to be taken to ensure that this pandemic doesn't spread more, because it has already affected around 32 confirmed cases in the state of Maharashtra. Now, what action CM Uddhav Thackeray and his party will take against this MP from Shiv Sena, that remains to be seen. Back to you.
And this comes at a time when this has already been categorized as a disaster, and efforts are on to spread the disease from spreading. The Kerala government has stepped up the visual inspections now at checkposts in Wayanad, passengers in all vehicles to be examined. So the government in Kerala, there taking no chances as far as screening is concerned. Checkposts now being set up by the government there, and all passengers will be screened in Wayanad. Vivek is now back with us on the phone line. Yes, Vivek.
That's right, Pramesh. The Kerala government has made sure that the inspections at the checkposts in Wayanad, especially the border which is with Karnataka, as part of the coronavirus outbreak, and buses and all the vehicles are being examined as of now. Because remember, lots of people, students who are studying in various colleges in Bangalore, Mysore, and other parts. Now, besides details of the passengers are also being now being checked. People with symptoms of fever are also right now being moved to the various hospitals. The KSRTC has arranged vehicles to bring back the standard students from Karnataka for educational institutions, especially nursing colleges, engineering colleges, and medical colleges. A large number of Malayalis have studied, and now these have been closed. Some of these students are also being stranded over there. They are willing to come. The health department officials will be collecting the details of these students, and those showing any symptoms will be put under observation. And
right. Thanks for that update. Let me now open this up. Dr. Sanjeev Bagay, Chairman Nephron, is joining us on the show. Dr. M. Wali also with us, senior physician. Both these gentlemen need no introduction. Good afternoon to you. And this is our effort here at Times Now to ensure that you keep yourself and your family members safe. We've also opened our call-in lines. You can connect with our doctors, and in case you have a query, they will be more than happy to answer that. Dr. Wali, let me begin with you, sir. What's your assessment of the efforts and the steps that have been taken to contain the COVID-19?
Well, our efforts and our public sensitization is very good. They are excellent. The cases are gradually increasing, but at the same time, some of them, about 10 of them, have recovered. The case which you cited today, these type of people are danger to the society, and they should be very strictly to be dealt with. This is not to be tolerated. Yesterday also that honeymoon lady travelled, went out, left the ward, and this was a problem to recover her from her own house. This is not done. People are not understanding if they are having this virus in their body, which is invisible and they are asymptomatic, they are potential moving time bombs. They should realize that, and they should please stay home, stay quarantinized, don't meet anyone, and please don't spread this infection, because we have amply discussed this for many days. This is contained infection, which we technically call it as a cluster stage, and this will move to community stage, and once this move to community stage, it would be a disaster, open disaster, unchallengeable disaster. What Prime Minister Sahab and our Health Minister is repeatedly requesting people to practice hygiene, stay indoors, don't travel and move out unless it is essential, is the golden rule for your own safety, for the safety of others, for the safety of your
Dr. Wali,
neighborhood.
let's listen to our viewers. They are calling in. I have Mr. Prakash from Chennai. Good afternoon, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. I think we have all missed one major point. Coronavirus did not originate from Wuhan. I think we must study the latitude, the geography, the spread of coronavirus, and certainly we have lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of viruses in India. I think it is a needless panic created by the media and as well as the corporate hospitals across the country. It is doing nothing but destroying our already fragile economy.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your views. Manoj is on the line from Jaipur. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon to everybody. I just wanted to ask...
Yeah, Manoj is scientific.
Dr. Wali, I'll come back to you. Let's listen in to more viewers, then I'll bring you in, sir.
Yeah, gentlemen, I just wanted to ask the panelists that what is the government doing as regards those patients who are being quarantined and they are fleeing the respective places, like what happened in Bangalore yesterday. The lady went all the way to Agra, and even today we have heard that one of the flight the passengers have been deboarded because one was under quarantine in one of the places and he just fled yesterday night. So these people are really a menace to us. So what can the government do? Can they apply any IPC sections like attempt to murder or something of that sort?
Right. Imran is, thank you, Mr. Manoj, for connecting. Imran is on the line from Mumbai. Good afternoon. Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon. I just wanted to ask, because there's so much of panic being created and the weather is changing in most of the states in India, with cold since last few days. A lot of people and small children are getting normal cold and flu, So is there a thing to panic if any person, a healthy person who has not traveled abroad, not come to, contact with any COVID-19 patient, if he has a normal flu or cold, does he have to panic and visit the centers to check for coronavirus?
Right. Dr. Bagai, if you could take that.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Just to answer the last three calls sequentially, I think whatever the Indian government has done is pretty accurate. The pulse is well within our grasp. We understand what is happening. All the state governments and the central government are coordinating with all agencies put together in a synchronized manner. Is this thing real? Yes, COVID-19 is real. Is it being fictitiously created? Obviously not. Is it a panic situation? At the present moment in India, it's not a panic situation, but it's a situation of great deal of caution, self-restraint, and being responsible citizens. Is this transmissible? Highly transmissible. Is this lethal? At the present moment in India, the case fatality is still very low. The obvious thing which is to be understood is containment, is self-realization. If a person has a cold or cough or fever, is to stay at home and isolate yourself at home.
Right.
Do not expose yourself to the family members and don't expose yourself to the community. The last part of the question is a common cold and cough always corona? Now, to answer this in a scientific manner, a host of viruses and bacterial infections involve the upper respiratory and lower respiratory tract. All fevers are not coronavirus fevers. All cold and coughs are not corona. In fact, a simple influenza is even more commoner. But the important points are three. One, if you have a strong travel history, especially to the countries which are rampant with this infection. Two, if you have come in close contact with a person having confirmed with this or a suspected case. And three, in case you are on immunosuppressants or a high-risk comorbidity conditions, these are the three things which we need to take care of. I don't think it's a corporate versus government. I don't think it's a media hype. I think all these programs are basically just to give a public awareness campaign.
I think panic is the key word, and Dr. Wali also said that there is absolutely no need for you to panic. More viewers joining us now. Mr. Matthew is on the line from Delhi. Sir, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I just wish to ask one thing. This is related to the eating habits of the people. I mean, the eating habits need to be changed. Like, people need to change into vegetarian.
Okay. Eating habits, we'll come to that. Mr. C.K. Subramaniam also on the line. Sir, good afternoon. Go ahead.
Yeah, some holistic approach is to be required in this tense situation instead of creating panic. And people living in Navi Mumbai, we are enjoying a cleanliness drive, and so we are happy that we are safe in the hands of Corona.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for connecting. Vaibhav is joining us from Pune. Good afternoon. All right. Mr. R.L. Malhotra is on the line from Lucknow. Sir, good afternoon. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. This is Malhotra. I have a small request to be conveyed to the authorities concerned. We find it around that the basics that suggested by the medical fraternity is to take self-precaution. Now, for some good reasons, the demand is very high, supplies are low. The tissue paper, the hand wash, and the mask, wherever need be, they are all out of market. And something, if can be done to make these things available by the distribution channel or whoever it is, I will be very, very grateful. I am a man from the pharma industry and I know how the hoarding is done, how our people are mad to make profits. But nevertheless, the genuine people are not getting these things.
Right. That's a valid concern, sir. And Mr. Malhotra, you will appreciate that over the last few days, Times Now has been focusing on this problem in great detail. But thanks for connecting and sharing your concern. Sunny is now on the line from California. Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. I'm a very avid watcher of Times Now, and I shuttle back and forth between CNN and Times Now. I can tell you that you guys are doing a much better job than we are seeing over here, because at least there is no bureaucracy that is locking up. And looking at PM Modi, I think we really need a dictatorial situation to handle this, and you guys are definitely ahead of the game. All I am saying is that if everybody does their part and lock down, I have no issues, but I've self-quarantined myself with my wife. My kids have self-quarantined them. If everybody can do their part, you guys will be ahead of the game, and it will be a much better world for you. But if people do not take this seriously, you are very heavily populated as compared to the United States, and you will be in much, much more deeper trouble than it can be ever imagined. I'm holding my hands up and saying, it's my country, I have family over there, I want everybody to do their part. All it takes is 2-3 weeks at home. Just cook, eat what you can, basically, practice basic hygiene, we do not need religious processions. God is up there, He's watching everybody. You don't need to
Well
have-
said, sir. Thank you for connecting, and we wish you all the best. Also, you are in quarantine with your family. Thank you for connecting. One concern that people have been raising, and I want this answered myself also, Dr. Wali, is about the eating habit. Should people give up meat?
Well, it has nothing to do with eating habits. You have to eat fresh, eat warm. Ice creams, I tell people, don't take too much cold, because very important point I would like to bring in is this virus stays in throat for few hours. It could be 24 to 72 hours, and then it trickles down. It causes dry pharyngitis. So best option is, I have both with them, keep sitting hot tea or keep sipping hot water all the time during the day and night. Of course, if you sleep with hot water is fine. But the point which Sunny has highlighted is very important, because we are a thickly populated country. They have many deaths in United States,
And we can't allow it to spiral out of control. We are pressed to take a quick break. Dr. Wali, I'm sorry to interrupt you there. Dr. Bagai, Dr. Wali, please stay with us. A quick break on Times Now. We'll try and return to this.